welcoming to the stage, Chris DeDanowitz, everybody!
I went to the bakery and I bought 12 donuts. I put the box of 10 donuts in the car. Drove home and put the box of 4 strudels in the car. I pulled to the driveway with a box of 4 donuts. I walked into the house with a box of 2 donuts. I put the box of 1 donut on the table. My wife come over, she looks down. She looks at me, and I said, "Don't worry, baby, I'll split it with you." That's it. Hello, 23rd Street! Hello! Yeah. That's really not a welcome. That's a public service announcement for everyone's on their 6th or 7th drink. Watch out for that. So, I like cheeseburger deluxe. I was at my favorite diner last week, and apparently, a herd of zebras and giraffes came ransacking through the place like a bunch of drunken pirates, plundering and pillaging everything. And shortly thereafter, the cops arrived on the scene. They came to my booth where I was eating, and they said, "What the hell happened here? Did you see who did this? Give us a description." I said, "I had no idea what happened, okay? But I can give you a complete description of the chef who gave me a bad count of my fries." That's it. Listen, I said, I don't want to look like I'm not trying to help. Is the cake carousel still spinning in the front? I hope so. So back to the family stuff, there's a church in my neighborhood, and there is a special pew in that church that has a nice nameplate on it that says, donated by the Zdanowitz family. That's my name if you haven't been paying attention. And the church, the pew's been there forever. Nobody ever told me about it. Nobody ever explained it to me. But it's always been there. And I have always found it to be, over the years, a nice quiet place for me to go and meditate and relax. Nobody bothers me. I'm a very spiritual person. And plus, there's a nice Mary on the half shell right there. There's a nice bunch of candles here. And it's always been a special place for me. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I'm talking with my mother. And I said, when you want to ruin something, you ask your mother. And I said, "Mom, what is the story with that pew with our name on it?" Big mistake. Because it was so special to me, I got to ruin it. She says, "Oh, yeah, that cost me $10,000 when I divorced your first father. I had to get an annulment, and I made sure they threw in a pew to seal the deal." True story. Now, first father? What the hell is that? Is there a second or a third father? Right? And there goes my quiet place. And that was it. And I don't know, son or first, or I'll be thinking that one through for a long time. So, not that I'm blaming anybody. Not that I'm blaming anybody, but about 34 years ago, I was encouraged to go to rehab. I guess growing up with a family that owned a bar, a bakery, and a liquor store might have had something to do with it. But I was destined. And when I walked in there, "Son, you are addicted to everything." It's a true story. We're going to have to batten down the hatches in here. Okay? Drugs, eating, gambling, all of these things. So they think what I had to do to make the place safe for me. Don't you think about 2 days I'm in, and 2 junkies, and this girl come over to me. They said, "Brother, you have got to go." He says, "You are ruining." Here's the thing. You gamble, they turn off the TV and the ESPN. They're tearing out the sheets out of the newspapers. You eating, you can't eat. They changed the snack stand to cottage cheese and pineapple. They said, "You are ruining being institutionalized for everybody." You haven't lived until somebody on suicide watch gives you shoelaces and a belt and asks you to leave. And that's not the way you want to live life. Right? Talk about ironies. I should enter that in the Irony Hall of Fame. There was a contest for that. So, you know, the one thing though with all the addictions I've been trying is, as you can see, I've been battling them all. You know, some are work in progress. You know, one of them you can, obviously I'm still struggling with. I must have about 8 of these Tommy Bahama shirts in the shopping, just fucking ripping me off. So, but I've been going to Weight Watchers. I've been trying to go to Weight Watchers, and I must have joined Weight Watchers 10 times, maybe 20 times in the last 2 years. And I joined, I don't go to the meetings, I rejoin. Every time I go, I use a different name when I sign up. I do, seriously. You know, I feel pretty bad about the whole thing, you know, I'm starting to get down on myself. And using an alias helps me deal with those feelings, you know? And that's kind of how it's been for a while, but I had a good, about 2 weeks ago, I did a weigh-in and I lost 10 pounds. Thank you. And you'll be amazed how those little victories really could turn you around. It don't take much, you know? And I really started to feel like a new person. It didn't take much at all, like I said. I felt like I could be me again, you know, I felt to my own self be true. I'm okay, I'm a good person, you know. I really felt okay with being me. It was really a great day. And I earned a ribbon, a 10-pound ribbon, you know, you get a ribbon. And at that meeting, when they said earning his 10-pound ribbon is Jason Bourne. Come on up, Jason. That's it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Christy Danowitz, everybody! Let him